regionals here. We saw a lot of them in this gym. Missing some key contributors from that last year's squad, but veteran players like Babic and Onana and Kegne, who are on the court now, are going to look to lead this team here in the 2023-2024 season.
Lorenzo Onana just ran through.
Driving through the team there, and it looks like he's going to draw the foul. Not sure if that's number 16. Is that 16? Nope, sorry, number 10. Keenan DeCoste. Or another player. Now, Northumberland, they've got quite the long bench. Looks like they've got 14 dressed to play here today. As well as a fair amount of coaches. Scott DeCoste, Daniel Wayman, Seth McMaster, and their manager, Mark Stroud. So big thanks to all those guys helping get the
Number 7,
teams ready.
Lorenzo Onana just threw the ball to number 12. I don't know.
Ilya Babic, and a long-range shot attempt. That's, I believe, number 3, Luke Robertson. Or no, check that. That's number 6, Luke Cayley.
Number 14 passed it to number 10. Number 10 took a shot.
So, nice work there by DeCoste. Another 2 points for the NightHawks.
He's running in. Number 3 passed it to number 6.
Oh, good swing out. Robertson. All the way over to Luke Cayley, who puts up 3.
Luke Cayley got a shot. Number 10's driving it. Passer to 16. Took a shot. Miss. 11's got the rebound. Passes to 4. Took a shot. Missed. 12's got the rebound, driving her in. Passes to number 11. To Farrell.
Great second effort there by Lorenzo Onana. Teammate Kegne putting the ball up. And here's number 10, Keenan DeCoste.
Just passed her.
Nice shot by DeCoste there. Northumberland not scared to take the long-range shot. Robertson a little stuck now, and ball will roll out of bounds off the hands of Luke Cayley.
Looks like we got somebody got their shoe untied down there.
Oh, yep. Want to make sure that's all.
Number 7, Lorenzo Onana. Luke Robertson.
Oh, huge block by number 14, Levon Walst. Grade 12 student for Northumberland. They have a few guys with some solid height out there on the court. Number 14 being maybe the tallest of all of them. Long-range shot from Ilya Babic rolls out.
DeCoste drives her in.
That's DeCoste kind of flying across the court there, looking for a call. He's not going to get one, though. As FCA takes over.
Passes it to Luke Cayley.
Another three-point shot attempt is referees Terry Dolan and Rod Obey are going to make that call for the over and back as Robertson's foot just over the line getting that rebound. And
Number 14, Levon Walst, took a shot, missed.
But he did draw the foul, fighting through a couple of FCA defenders there.
True.
Yeah. It's been a lot of strong under-the-net play from both teams. Pretty contentious down there as both teams with a lot of guys with some serious height. Not afraid to dust it up for rebounds, so should be a good game if you like those kinds of battles.
We are 4 minutes in. FCA Eagles are 8. NightHawks are 6.
And that will remain at 6 as Babic takes the rebound from that foul shot. FCA looks to start
Luke Robertson passes it to Lorenzo Onana. Lorenzo Onana passes it to Farrell.
And NightHawks, good work on the defensive rebound there, taking over. Not letting FCA get too close. Meyer. And we got number 16 down there at the foul line. We don't actually have a number 16 on our roster right now for the NightHawks, so we're not 100% sure who that is. But NightHawks, regardless of the number, a lot of them seem willing to really drive that net very strongly and
Number
draw
16,
the fouls.
our mystery player.
Yeah. Substitution as Brian Nakwambi is going to check in for Lorenzo Onana, and it looks like number 10, Evan Foreman, getting ready.
Mystery
to get
player
in as
16 takes another shot, misses. Number 11, Farrell, gets the rebound. Drives it in, passes it to number 12, Babic.
Okay, I was worried there. He's got a thumb taped up, and as he misplayed that ball, it looks like he was grimacing and almost wrecking his fist. Hoped he didn't jam a finger there, but I think he was just disappointed at himself for misplaying the ball. He seems okay now.
Number 10, DeCoste, passes it to number 7. Number 7 passes it to DeCoste again.
Nice 3 points by Keenan DeCoste with 7 points.
Luke Robertson drives it back up, passes it to Foreman.
Oh, nice break up there by the NightHawks. Tight
Number 4
defense.
catches it, Silas Meyer, sorry.
Oh. And
Number 14, Levon Walsh trips. Fumbles a little bit.
draws another foul, though, on that aggressive drive, and I don't think it'll be labeled a shooting foul. He wasn't actually shooting at the moment of the foul, but still don't want to get into too much foul trouble. FCA with 4 already here in this first half.
Number 11 catches that. Farrell passes it to Babic. Babic takes a shot, misses.
Ball almost hits Nakwambi in the face there, but unfortunately unable to take control. FCA with the
Foreman
center
passes
being
it
denied.
Nope, it's all right. Got the teams mixed up.
Yeah. There's Robertson looking to get around the defender, but he's going to draw the
We
foul
have another
there.
foul here? Yeah.
Yeah, that's Silas Meyer, the guilty party, number 4 for the NightHawks.
Fellow Silas.
Yeah. Ilya Babic will put that in. Second foul for the NightHawks in this first
Number
quarter.
10, Evan Foreman passes it back to number 12, Babic. Passes it to number 3, passes it to 10 again. Then 11, Farrell.
And, that ball
That's a
just
goal.
barely touched the rig. Oh, no, NightHawks pointing at the rigging as well, but no, I guess the ruling
Number
is
4
that
runs
they're
in
good.
and gets it.
Nice work
Number
by
4, Meyer.
making up for that foul earlier as he gets 2 and draws a foul, so a chance to add 1 more. 13-10 here in the early going. Meyer only gets 1. Shot is up and it bounces out, and NightHawks still have it though. And from off the bench, it's number 7, Brett Stroud. 3-point attempt, and that's no good. Now Stroud again. He'll drive in this time. Pass back. And it's Levon Walsh dunking. We saw that in the last game as the Lakers dropped a close decision to the Dalhousie Condors. We saw a dunk on that net. Here's another one.
Fumble, lost the ball. Out of bounds.
Yeah, I believe that went off the toe. It could have been DeCoste, not sure, but it was a NightHawk player regardless.
Number 10, Foreman passes it.
Oh,
Tried to get it to number 3, but number 10 on the red team.
great steal by DeCoste. Keenan DeCoste, who is the leading scorer for the NightHawks, and of all the teams with 9 points. Timeout will be called by the FCA Eagles. We'll be right back. All right, so coming back out of the timeout, it will be FCA to start the attack. Lorenzo Onana has checked back into the game.
Number 3, Toba throws it in.
Oh, another beautiful
Number 10,
steal
Red.
by DeCoste. And that's his second steal, like big interception of the game. I wonder if Northumberland plays football as well, because that's a DB move right there with that steal. He'll get an attempt at 2 more with his team in bonus. What's up? Timeout was it? It was FCA's timeout.
DeCoste throws in for the foul, but misses his shot. Misses his first shot. He's going in for his second. Throws it. Gets it.
Nice shot there. That puts him in double digits already. Only 7 minutes into the game. Less than 7 minutes, really. So we'll look for a big game from number 10 of the Northumberland NightHawks.
Very impressive. Number 7 is getting crowded. Bounces off the rim.
Some good tight ball movement by FCA, moving the ball around there, but kind of restricted to the one side of the court. Still couldn't seal the deal, though.
Another foul?
Yep, that was Silas Meyer again drawing the foul, and FCA really getting into trouble here. That's the second on Onana. We'll try to keep you updated as the fouls come. I haven't kept good track of who's gotten the fouls, but with 7 for the team so far in this first quarter, that's not great for Coach Scott Robertson and John Hunt's squad. They're going to have to manage their bench more effectively as the game goes on.
Tolba passes it to Ivy.
Oh, another big block by 14, Levon Walls, really putting that height to use.
It really seems that Northumberland has the advantage because of number 14,
Yep.
Walst.
His
height advantage is doing wonders for their team right now.
Definitely. Between him and DeCoste's aggressiveness and strong shooting,
Yeah.
they're in a good position. And as we mentioned, they did win their game last night against Hants East. So a win here would all but secure them the top spot in their pool. I shouldn't say that, not all but secure, but all but secure them a top 2 spot, because the top 2 in each pool will move on.
DeCoste shot. Seems like he got it.
It was, yep. So that puts
Missed
him at
that.
2 from 3,
Then
and
he shoots again and he gets it again.
3 for 4 from the foul line.
DeCoste with a nice foul, 2 points.
Got Boris Wong checking into the game, as well as
McLeod.
Number 5, Emmett McLeod. Really strong zone defense here for the NightHawks, keeping the Eagles well on the outside. Oh.
They exceeded the score counter there, it looked.
Yep. I don't think that ball had left his hands before the buzzer.
No.
So.
I heard the buzzer before it left his hand, and
yeah.
regardless of if he got the net, I don't think it counted.
No, we'll not count, and referees Terry Dolan and Rod Obey making the tough calls. Always a difficult job. Great speed by DeCoste. Brian Kwame having a hard time keeping up, and it will be a charge instead. So instead of DeCoste drawing a foul, he is the one committing it.
Got a little trippy over there.
Yeah, I think that was number 11.
11 on 14, I think, again.
Yep, Farrell Kenji, who drew that charge. That's a tough thing to do, especially with a player with as much velocity as number 10, Keenan DeCoste. So good kudos to him for taking that charge for the team and getting his team the offensive possession. Let's see if he can cash it in now.
Farrell take his shot. Out of bounds.
Yeah, pass looking high. You know, in principle, putting the ball up high where only Levon Walsh can get it is probably a good play, but just a little too high on that one. FCA manages to put it out. Stop the momentum here in the offensive zone. Shot missed there. Here's Onana. And misplay there by Emmett McLeod. It's going to be DeCoste. Puts it in, bounces around, teases a bit, but ultimately does fall in. So that's 14 points off the hands of Keenan DeCoste already.
Number 5, Emmett McLeod passes it. Then number 4, Nakwambi.
Boris Wong with the long-range shot attempt, but that's no good. Shot clock was ticking down. He needed to do something, though.
DeCoste passes it just to...
Nice move by DeCoste to get past the defender. Open something up for his teammates there.
Looks like Aiden got that point.
Yeah, Aiden Pellerin, another grade 12 student. A lot of grade 12 students on this heavily veteran Northumberland squad.
They're mostly 11 and 12. They only have their 2 9s.
Yep.
Tolba and Silas.
Yeah, and interesting. 15 players here on the roster, not a single grade 10 student. So, interesting observations to make. So just at a glance, FCA ages seem a little more spread out. We've got Brian Nakwambi taking a breather, and Mateo Onana checking in grade 9.
Emmett's going in for his second foul shot. And he gets it.
Nice work by the rookie, Emmett McLeod, grade 9 student. Makes both of those foul shots pretty cleanly. Oh. Tough break as Brett Stroud knocks the ball away right to the defender. And here's FCA
Emmett
with some
McLeod
momentum.
comes back in, passes it to Boris Wong.
Oh. Farrell Kenji did get the buzzer-beating shot off, but unfortunately it did not go through. Still, bit of momentum to end the first quarter, which is what you want to see from the FCA Eagles. Great work by their squad to keep the fight in, but it is the Northumberland NightHawks in the driver's seat. They lead 26-14 at the end of the first quarter.
From what I'm observing here, it seems that just because they are the youngers, the grade 9 students are definitely not anybody to be sniffed at.
No.
Not sneezed at all.
Definitely not. On the Northumberland side, Silas Meyer has driven hard. He's drawn a couple fouls, put up some points. And then on the FCA side, we've got Luke Cayley, who's starting in grade 9, or started this game at the very least. Emmett McLeod and Mateo Onana both getting some court time, and McLeod putting up a couple foul shots there. Ilya Babik in grade 10 and Evan Foreman in grade 10, also relatively younger students, but both having important impacts. So it does speak well to the potential future of this FCA squad. But in the present, it's the NightHawks in control. Should shout out our minor officials as well for this game. For the second game in a row, it is Delaney McElwain running that scoreboard. Violet McDonald on the shot clock, and Ali Sirwa on the score sheet. And Violet and Ali, actually their third game in a row. They're doing great work there, so big thanks to them at the Don Fletcher scorers table. Big thanks to Terry Dolan and Rod Obey, our officials for the evening, as well as Cecilia Pauley on the scoreboard and Jay Gillett running the camera. So big thanks to everyone, and of course Silas Whitehall. Thanks for joining us on the mic.
I'm not the greatest.
Hey, you're doing great for a first game. This is excellent. It's just what we need, right? Everyone's got to start somewhere, so good to have you here, learning the trade. All right, the NightHawks come back. Coaches Scott Robertson and John Hunt finish with their quarter-time pep talk.
Number 2, McLeod passes it to number 10, DeCoste. DeCoste takes a shot, three-point line, but misses. Number 7, Onana, Lorenzo Onana, drives it in. Passes it back to Emmett, I think.
Nice patience by Mateo Onana there under the net. made the defenders commit to the block and then got himself a clean look. It wasn't 2 points, but it was a good look. Oh.
Ooh. McLeod with another 3-point.
Yeah, that's 3 points, and that was great work by the NightHawks. Good ball movement, swinging it all the way out to the corner very quickly, allowing that undisturbed 3-point shot attempt to go in successfully.
Boris Wong are doing a back and forth, trying to confuse their opponent, it seems.
And
maybe another foul here?
Yeah, I don't think it was a foul, but it might have been out of bounds. As regardless of what it was, it is a turnover, and it's the NightHawks taking over.
Once again, McLeod is driving it forward. Then
Oh.
passes back to DeCoste. DeCoste passes it to Walst, and Walst takes a shot, but unfortunately he misses.
Yeah, although it looks like he did draw a foul, and this time I think it is Mateo Onana, his first. But Eagles with 7 fouls in that first quarter don't want to be in a position where they're in foul trouble. Some of these NightHawk shooters are quite dangerous from that foul line.
Walst takes his first foul shot and misses.
He's 0 for 3.
Preparing for his second shot. Shoots. Fortunately misses, gets out of bounds.
Yeah, and it looks like who was that reaching over? Number 11, Aiden Pellerin, who knocked that out of bounds. So Waltz is going to get a break here, and number 12, Cameron Ivy's checked into the game. Ilya Babik checking back into the game for the Eagles, giving Lorenzo Onana a bit of a breather. Nice work by Babik in tight, putting up another 2. He was shooting 3s earlier in the game, but as the senior boys fans will remember from last year, he's pretty effective in the paint as well. Nice to see him go back to his bread and butter.
DeCoste passes it to Stroud. Looks like another foul, maybe?
Yeah, let's see the call here. Yeah, and Terry Dolan making the foul, and it is the second for Mateo Onana. Second of the quarter for the Eagles as well.
DeCoste passes it to Ivy.
Oh, nice.
It gets
punch
taken.
away. Babik punching that free. Nice work.
Boris passes it to Farrell. Farrell passes it to Emmett. Then there's a little bit of a fumble. Gets out of bounds once again.
Emmett McLeod with a nice 3-point look. Shot was just a little close. But you don't want to be giving him free looks at the 3-point shot line. They're going to go in eventually.
Boris Wong's going to throw it in. Passes it to Ivy once again. Then he takes the shot. Misses.
Oh.
Number 8, Colton, tries to get the rebound.
Nice work by Mateo Onana drawing the foul there. Let's see, it looks like that is number 11, Aiden Pellerin, his first of the evening for the NightHawks. First shot low by Onana. Second shot low as well, but the rebound does go out on the NightHawk defender, so FCA does maintain possession.
Oh!
Very nice 3-point shot there by Boris Wong, number 2 for the FCA Eagles.
DeCoste is driving her back in. Passing it around. Oh. Oh, and Boris Wong takes it once again. Passes it to Farrell. Farrell tries to take a shot. Fortunately, didn't go through.
Boris Wong, definitely more of an outside player. Kenji, looking to drive in, so FCA kind of showing a bit of flexibility and versatility in their offensive attack. DeCoste, dangerous player. 17 points already to his name. More than half the NightHawks scoring has come from his hands.
And he takes a 3-point and gets it.
That will put him at the 20-point mark already, not even halfway through the second quarter.
Very impressive.
Nice shot there by Emmett McLeod. There's 3 more points for his squad. So
another reason not to underestimate the younger players.
There you go, showing they're having an impact. And Eagles, step for step so far with the NightHawks in this quarter, came in with a 12-point deficit, have cut it to 10. So they're slowly gaining ground.
Boris passes it back to Emmett. Emmett passes it to Boris. Boris passes it to Farrell. Farrell drives in, takes a shot and gets it.
Nice work by Farrell Kenji. Was wearing number 15 last year. He's got number 11 now. That's, believe that was Andy Wong's number last year, so might have had to give it up for the veteran, but now that he's here in grade 11, he can claim that number for
Boris
himself.
Wong takes another shot,
Ooh.
Goes around, misses.
Ooh, nice snatch there by Aiden Pellerin under the net. Bit of a battle, but now it's Emmett McLeod taking away. Bit of chaos in the offensive zone for the Eagles. And NightHawks able to capitalize.
Might be getting a little tired. They're starting to fumble.
Yep. And it looks like it's Ilya Babik full time on Levon Walst. One of the few guys who can match his size. Eagles have it. That buzzer for the shot clock. So Kenji's going to drive in. Mid-range shot, no good. A bit of sloppy defensive play there. Boris Wong not moving his feet quick enough, trying to kind of reach in, and that will be called as an infraction, and timeout called by the Northumberland NightHawks. Should take a moment to shout out our sponsors as well. Big thanks to those sponsors whose generous support helps us to keep these streams going, and also get some new students involved, which is something we always want to do. So big thanks to Scott Pierce at Remax East Coast Elite Realty, as well as the Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor, please don't hesitate to get in touch. david.white@nbed.nb.ca. So any thoughts on the game so far, Silas?
I don't know much about about sports, so I can't really put in my tea.
You're doing well so far. What any players standing out to you?
Emmett McLeod, he's on the younger side of his team. Mm-hmm. One of the 3 in grade 9.
Yep.
And but he's had a big impact for his team.
Yeah, and he didn't start either. He wasn't a starter for the FCA Eagles, but they seem to be dipping into their bench a little more than Northumberland. Or maybe that's just because we're a bit more familiar with them being a Fredericton team versus Northumberland, all the way from Pictou County out in Nova Scotia. So we don't see them quite as often as we see FCA, just 35 minutes up the road. Bit of shuffling here as the Eagles figure out who's standing where. It will be Onana and Babik contesting the rebound. And Silas Meyer goes 1 for 2 from the line at that trip.
Number 11, Farrell, fumbles the ball.
Oh, good call by Babic there. Saw he was unblocked. Took a good 3-point look. Ooh. Rip and roll by DeCoste. And
Walsh goes in.
Oh.
Keeps it from going over.
Babic really securing that ball that time. There's so much confusion there. Didn't want to give it up.
Number 4, Silas drives it in. Oh, bounces off Silas's foot.
Ooh.
But DeCoste comes in to get it.
There's a big block in the back by Levon Walst on Lorenzo Nana streaking in. I don't think he saw him. It was a bit of a rough play there. And Kenji's going to grab some rest as Brian Nakwambi will check into the game wearing number 4 in white and blue. Now, I'm not sure if this was intentional for those who've been tuning in all day. Most of the games we're streaming here are Lakers games. Lakers, both the men and women, playing in divisions where all the teams have green as one of their primary colors. Most of them are also green and gold or green and white. So there's been a lot of green in this gym lately. Kind of nice to see two teams with very different colors here. The black and red of the Northumberland NightHawks and the white and blue of the FCA Eagles.
Almost perfectly opposite.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's almost in the middle there, almost by himself, but the number 4, Nakwambi, comes in to get it. Then McLeod drives it all the way over back. Then Aiden takes a shot. Then Walsh takes the rebound.
Oh, tough break. It would have been a nice highlight reel rebound there, but just wouldn't go at the end. Kaylee's got a 3-point before in this game. That's no good, but Babic gets the rebound.
DeCoste goes in, takes a shot, but misses.
So trading unsuccessful chances here. Eagles have cut that 12-point lead down to 7. Still trailing, though. NightHawks in control. Ooh, tough break for Babic. I think that will be Luke Robertson called for the foul there as Aiden Tingley kind of drove past him. Yes, it is indeed Luke Robertson's second foul of the afternoon. Aiden Tingley, yet another grade 12 student for these Northumberland NightHawks. DeCoste, Pellerin, Levon Waltz. A lot of these guys are in their final year of high school ball.
Number 5, Aiden, takes his first foul shot. Misses. Preparing for his second. Misses once again. Walsh takes it back from the rebound and gets it. Luke Robertson is driving her in, passes it to Babic.
Ooh.
Number 10, DeCoste, runs it back in and gets the goal.
You've been a little quiet lately there, but showing us you can't forget about him with that speed on the steal, streaking up there to put 2 more points on the board for his squad out of Pictou County. Good attempt by Nakwambi to keep that alive, but it's DeCoste again.
number 5, Aiden. He's kind of getting surrounded here, but Walst is there to get it.
Yep. Not quite a dunk this time, but does put it up for 2. And now it's the NightHawks who are starting to pull away and extend their first quarter lead. Long three-point attempt.
Cayley attempted.
Oh.
Luke Robertson gets his shot. Was that a 3-point or a 2-point?
That was a 3-point.
Three-point shot.
Rod Obey with the 3 points up. But Aiden Pellerin responds with a couple of his own. Less than a minute to play here in the first half. Oh, this is no good.
30 seconds left.
Keenan DeCoste just doesn't miss on those layups. You can't be passing, throwing lofty passes his way. He's going to steal them and make you pay.
"14 seconds left on the clock. Number 4, Silas passes it to DeCoste once again.
Oh.
Walst with the rebound.
In the dying seconds, too. Nice play by Levon Walsh extending their lead. So with that, 31-48 is your score at the end of the first half. Northumberland has extended their lead by 17, and with a win already in pool play, they are looking in very good position to make those quarterfinals tomorrow. FCA already having dropped the decision to Eco St. Anne last night. They're in dire straits, as they really need a win here if they want their hopes to stay alive. Solid play as we reach halftime. We'll take a break, and we'll be back in about 8 minutes. All right, welcome back to the stream. If you're just joining us, it is the NightHawks leading by 17 here at the start of the third quarter. FCA is 0-1 in pool play, so they need a win here essentially to stay alive and hope to make the quarterfinal tomorrow, in which the top two teams from each pool will advance. Northumberland with one win already to their name, looking to secure that ticket. Starting off well for the Eagles, Farrell Kenji getting a couple points. One of the returning veterans for this Eagle squad. DeCoste, our leading scorer from the first half with over 20 points. Takes a shot there but misses, and the Eagles take over. They need this momentum. Here's rookie Luke Cayley. Finds Lorenzo Anana. It's Kenji all the way over to Ilya Babik. Babik, the big man for the Eagles, twisting in and gets it out to Luke Robertson for a three-point attempt. Loves those threes, does Luke Robertson. Got one in the first half, but is unsuccessful here as we start the third quarter. Babbitt coming out of that ball with the melee. He's on a fast break. One guy to beat. Puts it up, but just not in. As it's number 6, I believe, Daniel Walsh, looking to slow things down. It's number 16, our mystery player for the NightHawks. We don't actually have a number 16 on the roster right now, although we do have a few guys who haven't played yet. So my guess is one of these players is just wearing the number 16 jersey in dark, and they have a different colored jersey when they're in the light colored jerseys, but I digress.
Are you saying they're switching over?
No, just talking about our mystery number 16. They did switch sides, though, in the second half, as Luke Cayley, driving into the net, draws a foul. Second foul for our mystery number 16 on the NightHawks.
Number 6, Luke Cayley, going in for his second foul shot. And he gets it.
Nicely done. Cayley, grade 9 student, is starting for the FCA Eagles.
Once again, DeCoste is barreling through, passes it to Walsh. Walst.
Yeah, Walst, yeah. Yeah, that's Levon Walst, W-A-L-S-T. The only thing short about him is his name. I believe he is the tallest player on the court this afternoon.
Walsh takes his first foul shot.
That's actually his first successful foul shot of the evening. That puts him at 1 for 4 for the afternoon.
There's another one.
2 for 5. That puts him in double digits on the afternoon, 10 points. But he's had a big game off the score sheet as well, securing a lot of rebounds, drawing fouls, and overall a force to be reckoned with for this Northumberland NightHawk team all the way from Pictou County in Nova Scotia.
Ooh! I think that was number 11, Aiden Pellerine?
I think it was actually Babbitt for the Eagles who got that. He's got a nice long-range shot as well as a in close, so kind of expanding his toolkit a little bit. Coach Scott DeCoste trying to encourage his boys to stay in defensive position, not happy with the holes in defense that were led to that Babbitt shot. And
seems very common that the coaches are very aggressive in their.
Yep, definitely easy to get fired up as a coach, especially if you see your boys get out of defensive position, something you've gone over with them time and time again. It can be very frustrating. So,
number 11, Farrell passes it to number 3, Luke Robertson, and then he runs it up.
Here's Robertson now.
Number 7, Mateo Onana. Bounce. Several shots to the net. None of them are getting through.
Great work by Kenji, though, drawing a foul, and Well, the Eagles don't quite have the height advantage. It is Levon Walst with the height. They're still battling it in there, and they have a bunch of guys who are probably just a couple inches shorter, able to battle it there. Onana getting hands in, Babbitt getting hands in, and of course Kenji, who draws the foul and has the right to shoot.
Number 11, Farrell, gets a shot. Number 10, DeCoste, running through.
Oh, nice steal by the
fumble
Eagles.
There.
Oh,
Cameron passes
Kenji
it. Nope, sorry.
driving through, and I don't know who's getting called here.
Bebic.
As we'll await the call from referee Obey. It is indeed Daniel Walsh, number 6 for the NightHawks. Didn't get out of the way quick enough of the driving Kenji. And no good there on that offensive drive, but Eagles still on an 8-2 run to start this second half. They came in with a 17-point deficit to make up, so they need this run and some more, but still encouraging if you're a fan of the blue and white.
Fumble there, DeCoste passed it, but unfortunately, once again, it went out of bounds.
Oh. 2 more points for our mystery number 16. Good ball movement by the NightHawks. Getting wide open there. Oh. Nice response by the Eagles with some nice ball movement of their own. Getting to Kenji, who immediately bounces in to Onana, driving through the paint. Clearly a set play that paid off for Scott Robertson and John Hunt's squad. Let's see who that is on, but that appears to be Luke Robertson's third.
Mystery player, first shot, into the foul. Preparing for a second shot. And it gets in.
1 for 2 for this trip, and helps the NightHawks a bit, but still a 5-10 deficit for the third quarter. DeCoste, look at the speed there.
DeCoste once again. Oh, he falls over.
Looking for a call, but he's not going to get one. Here he is on nice spin move.
DeCoste once again. Seems that he must be the MVP at the end of this match.
It wouldn't surprise me. The only caveat is that a player can only be player of the game once per tournament. So if he was also this effective in his first game, they might be giving it to someone else. We saw that last game where I would say that Caleb Savoy of the Dalhousie Condors had a dominant game, but I'm guessing he also played well in his team's first game, so he was not eligible to be player of the game. It went instead to another solid player, but yeah, something to keep in mind. So
if not DeCoste, it might be Walsh.
I would say
Walst.
so. Those would be my 2 candidates right now for the NightHawks. Still plenty of time, though. It is Walsh going to the line. And number 12, Ilya Babik, his second foul.
Preparing for his number 14, Walsh takes his first shot. Or no, second shot.
His only shot, actually, because he did get 2 successful points on the drive. So because he scored on the shot, even though he was fouled, he scored 2, so he only gets a chance for 1 more. Great drive by Luke
Again
Cayley.
to DeCoste. Coast is barreling through. Misses a shot, but Walsh comes in and gets the rebound.
Yep. There's that height playing a role. I believe Kenji was the Eagles player underneath. Also jumped up and almost contested, but Walsh just able to beat him on height alone, basically, snatching the ball from out of his hands.
I think that was Babic who took that shot.
Yeah, he is your leading scorer for the Eagles with 9 points. A lot more diversified offense, though, as they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 8 players with points on the board so far.
And only 5 for the red team, it looks.
That's as far as I've counted. Now, I have missed some points here and there, but the NightHawks offense at this point is basically running through the quick breaks from Keenan DeCoste and the shots from Levon Walst on the rebound. Those are kind of the two main ways they've been scoring. NightHawks are diversifying a little bit. Luke Robertson and Luke Cayley have had some three-point shots. Babic has been shooting from all over the court, and Lorenzo Onana is strong on the rebounds as well. Let's see how they choose to attack on this drive.
Babic has the ball. He throws it over to Luke Cayley. Luke Cayley passes it to Luke Robertson. Back to Babic. Farrell throws it to Luke Cayley once again. Takes a shot, misses.
Tough break, and that sets up the shot clock as the ball did not touch the rim. So even if the Eagles had secured the rebound, they would not have possession. Looks like Evan Foreman's going to check into the game, as well as Brian Nakwambi. Onana and Cayley will grab a breather. Couple new players for the NightHawks as well. Here's number 2, Aaron McLeod.
Number 7, Brett Stroud. Passes it to, it seems, 14 Walst. He gets the rebound.
And
whoa!
pass just a little high. Babic's tall, but he's not that tall.
Almost took out his team.
Yep. Luke Robertson looking for his teammate there. Oh, good see by Walsh. Looking
Walsh
for
pass it to
Aiden.
Aiden goes around, passes it to DeCoste.
We're seeing some strong defense by the Eagles, but unfortunately, I think that's Kenji being called. The Eagles really standing their ground here, but sometimes paying the price for it. That is Kenji's third foul.
It seems that there is a 17-point difference, with 47 with the Eagles and 64 with the NightHawks.
Yeah, and make that 18 as Keenan DeCoste's first foul shot is successful.
Preparing for a second shot. Misses. Walsh gets the rebound, passes it to Aiden. Then Aiden passes it to Stroud. Stroud passes it to DeCoste. DeCoste back to Walsh. Walsh takes a shot, but sadly misses.
And not sure, a bit of a turnover, or yep, no, I think that may be a foul. We'll see if anything goes on the board, but the result, at any rate, is a turnover. The Eagles take possession. Might have been just a reach over. No foul seems to be going on the board.
Whoa! Number 3, Luke Robinson, with the three-point shot.
That's his second successful three-point shot of the night. Not quite Charlie Gregory levels, but he's getting there.
Ooh, a little bit of a fumble there.
Northumberland coach is not happy about the lack of a call there. And Kenji from under the net puts a couple up.
Now there's a 13-point difference. .52 with the Eagles, 65 to the NightHawks.
And,
Number
Stroud
7, Brett
calls for a
Stroud.
pick. Drives in, doesn't quite get it, and
DeCoste gets it out.
DeCoste is calling for a foul, but yep, we're not getting a call here.
Oh, looks like a little bit of tension out in there.
Yep. Boys getting heated. And we got a timeout called. I'm not sure which side is calling that. I think cooler heads will prevail after the timeout. Probably a good idea, is Coach Scott DeCoste pleading his case to officials Terry Nolan and Rod Obey. But nothing going there, as once the call is made, the call is made. There have been some pretty tough ones to call, I gotta say. I'm glad I'm not a referee, because when you get 3 or 4 big bodies jumping for the ball, hands flying everywhere, it is pretty hard to see things like who's positioned first, where arms are coming down, who's going into where. So it's a tough position there. Kudos to officials Terry Dolan and Rod Obey, taking what is often a thankless job. So big thanks to these guys.
Often less than a thankless job, really.
Yeah.
Getting yelled at by the fans.
Yeah. The only good thing for them is this is mostly a neutral site game. It's not quite as crowded in this gym as it is when the Lakers are playing. I'm sure there are some parents for FCA here in the crowd. Not sure if any made the trek from Pictou County in Nova Scotia. Probably a few. There's the shot clock there, as the NightHawks did not have very long to get a shot off, and unfortunately were unsuccessful there. Eagles need someone back. Couple of guys, really, so got a attempted full court press here, or maybe just a
Robinson and Farrell are were on that side all by themselves. Farrell passes it to Babic. Babic passes it over.
I think that's just one
Then, of
pass
course,
too many. Nkwambi had the ball in good shooting position, but just looked for that one extra pass, and that allowed the NightHawks to get into position.
And in true DeCoste fashion, he gets it over. Then Walsh takes over.
Yep. Those two, quite a dynamic duo, both grade 12 players.
Whoa! Oh. Looks like a little bit of a check there.
And
yeah, body check. I saw that.
Yep.
Number 2, Aaron McLeod.
I believe that's only his first.
Was on Luke Robertson.
Yeah.
Robertson, sorry.
So both teams. Oh no, check that. That is the 5th foul committed by the NightHawks. So it's the Eagles going to bonus. Eagles had put the NightHawks in bonus previously. We'll have to keep an eye on some of these foul totals.
He takes his first shot but misses.
Tough break for Robertson, that rolled around. That did everything but fall through the net.
Second shot. Bounce off the back. Number 7, Stroud comes in to DeCoste. Once again. A little bit of a fumble there.
I think that's Brett Stroud getting called for a reach around.
Number 7 is getting pretty aggressive on the court here.
Yep. With the Eagles in bonus, that will send number 8, Mateo Onana, to the foul line. He is, I believe, 0 for 2 on the afternoon. Nice work. Oh, that goes in. Ninth player to score for these Eagles. So they're really spreading the ball around on offense.
DeCoste again with his barreling through. Walsh gets the rebound, and of course, Walsh gets his goal for the rebound.
Pretty hard to combat that height, man. I mean, there's only so much you can do in technique if the other guy's got those inches on you.
Number 4, Nkwambi, looked like he was trying to latch on to... I can't tell which one it was.
No, I believe that's a jump ball called, but just under a minute to play here in the third quarter. Eagles started with a 17-point deficit. They now have a 16-point deficit, as I believe we got a travel called, or it's a push. No, it is indeed a push, as Brett Stroud committing another foul there. Oh, no, sorry, check that. That is Emmett McLeod on defense committing the foul, so this will put the NightHawks into bonus. Both teams in bonus right now.
Oh, I just realized. McLeod v. McLeod.
Yeah, that's true. They're both kind of hanging out there as the last man. Oh, no, check that. DeCoste is back as well.
Number 4, Nkwambi. Passes it to our rookie sensation, Emmett. And of course, DeCoste gets it.
Wrong McLeod there.
And he gets the 3-point shot.
Yeah. DeCoste
too
dangerous
surprised
from
here.
all over.
Emmett, big throw over to number 10, Evan Foreman. He gets the ball again, takes his shot, sadly misses. Number 2, Aaron McLeod.
Oh, nice look back in for Pellerin.
And number 11, Pellerin gets his goal.
And just couldn't hustle back in time. The Eagles not keeping a close eye on that clock, and that leads to an extension from 17 points down to 21 points down now at the end of the third. And they're going to need a very big fourth quarter if they want to come back in this one. Take a moment to shout out all the minor officials down there. Big thanks to Delaney McElwain, Violet McDonald, and Ali Sierra, stationed at the Don Fletcher minor officials table, unveiled last night in thanks for the longtime athletic director here at Harvey High, Don Fletcher, who has worked tirelessly for many hours making sure that basketball games happen in this gym. We'll thank as well Terry Nolan and Rod Obey, our officials, as well as the coaches from each side. Scott Robertson, John Hunt for FCA, and Scott DeCoste, Daniel Wayman, Seth McMaster, and manager Mark Stroud on the NightHawks team. Big thanks to all the volunteers who make sure that kids have the opportunity to play these sports. Big thanks up here as well to the folks working the stream. Cecilia Pauly has been pressing all the right buttons on the scoreboard, and Jay Gillett is focusing you in where you need to be with that camera. Big thanks to you as well, Silas, for jumping in on headset.
It's fun to be here. Haven't commentated before.
Yeah. Yes, it's not exactly an everyday skill, but
not exactly a
so
YouTube.
Far. Yeah. Kenji finds Emmett McLeod.
Emmett McLeod passes it to number 7, Lorenzo. McLeod to number 12, Babic. Back to Emmett. Ah, 3-point shot missed by Babic.
Was it possibly 3 in the key? It was away from the play. Maybe it appears to be the guilty party. It's not a foul, it's just a turnover. But maybe at some point someone might have stepped out of bounds, I'm not sure. Either way, rough break for the Eagles, who really wanted to come out strong in this fourth quarter. They're going to need it if they want to come back here. Keep their hopes alive.
McLeod running in. Try to get it underneath the legs of Walst.
That went off the defender, so yeah, will be Evan Foreman putting the ball in for the offense.
Number 5, Emmett McLeod. He is really getting aggressive in this section of this fourth quarter here.
This is where you got to leave it all on the court, especially for a team like FCA. If they were to lose here, drop to 0-2, they would basically need a lot of help and a 3-way tie to even have a chance of making it into the quarterfinals. So their hopes for this tournament are basically on the line right now.
10 seconds left on the shot clock. 8, 7, 6, 5. Oh, 3-point shot missed by number 7, Brett Stroud. Kenji's taking it over. Takes a shot, misses, and of course Walsh catches it. Catches that rebound. And Aaron McLeod passes her over to number 7.
Nice steal by Evan McLeod from behind.
Aggressive player, and he gets it. That's a layup, I think it's called, right?
That's right, yeah. And with speed, too, he had DeCoste streaking back. DeCoste was seen extremely fast player, but Evan McLeod, the great young rookie, able to streak in there, put the ball up there, too.
We were down to 19 there.
Yep.
Now we're up to back up to 21.
Yeah.
The point difference. Babic to Lorenzo. Lorenzo takes the shot.
Turn and shoot just a little short. Not sure where that pass was going. I think Evan Foreman was anticipating the cut.
Then Walsh snatched it from him.
And Babic a little too aggressive there. He's going to get called on that attempted block. Should be his third foul. this quarter.
Number 11, Aiden Pellerine, takes his first foul shot.
First shot is no good.
Going for a second shot. And he gets it. Nothing but net. Swishes that bad boy. Then Babick passes it to our rookie sensation, Emmett McLeod. Then Emmett passes it to Evan Foreman. Then back to Emmett McLeod. And he psyched him out.
Oh,
Back to
good ball
Lorenzo.
movement. Ooh.
Oh, fumble.
And we got a foul called, I believe. And not quite sure which player it's on. I'm going to guess number 11. No, it is number 5, Emmett McLeod. His second. They're not in bonus, though, so
He looks
it's just a turnover.
pretty disappointed over that down there.
Yep.
Not very happy.
Yeah. Yeah, with his team needing offense, he killed the drive. Not a good feeling.
Of course, Walsh takes that. Very hard to keep a man like him down.
And I believe that's Aaron McLeod, as he's being a little too aggressive.
Oop.
Coach to Coast wants a foul called on Kengi, who was kind of fighting
getting
back.
in an argument with the ref.
Yep, he will not be getting one, and it's second foul for McLeod, and awarded the shots here. Not sure.
Good
why
that the
he's
refs are standing their ground.
Given shots, yeah. Just a single shot there. May have been because of the additional arguments from the coach. I'm not quite sure how those rules work. We don't have any experts up here in the booth for us. The Gregory boys would probably be able to tell us. And foul called on Brett Stroud, I believe, and really getting into a run of fouls here for the NightHawks. That is Stroud's third of the game. Here's Onana, back out to Kenji.
Kenji runs in.
Oh,
Oh, but number 7, Lorenzo Onana gets the rebound.
that was a nice initial block by number 14, Levon Walst, but with 3 Eagles in the rebounding area.
Aaron McLeod just got tossed down.
Yeah, and
It seems.
I think it's the foul on Kenji here. He came in a little too aggressively on defense and wasn't able to let up in time. Ran into the player with the ball, who was grade 9 student Silas Meyer. So guilty of a foul there is Kenji, his 4th. Timeout called by the Eagles, as down by 20 and haven't made much of a dent with almost a third of the 4th quarter gone. They really need a strong comeback here. Take a moment to shout out our sponsors as well. Big thanks to Scott Pierce at Remax East Coast Elite Realty, as well as the Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs. Our sponsors do help us to improve the stream and get more students involved, which is something you'll love to see here at the high school extracurricular level. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can email me at david.white@nbed.nb.ca.
It'd be very hard to keep this up without our sponsors, so
Yeah.
big thanks.
Yeah, that's for sure. First buzzer sounds. Neither team seems in a hurry to get back. So, FCA was the one that called the timeout, but coaches on the Northumberland side also happy to take the time to go over some things. And Coast is back out there on the court. Levon Walst as well. 2 guys have played almost the entire game.
Not surprising for how aggressive and how many points they got for their team.
Yep, Aaron McLeod with the steal here. Ooh, DeCoste
22-point lead.
with the drive in, and even though Onana goes down, his feet were not set, and he is called for the foul here. That's the 4th for the Eagles this quarter, and Onana's 4th as well. Not a great position for the team or the individual, and definitely not a great position to be sending DeCoste to the line.
DeCoste's first foul, I think. Prepare.
Yep. First shot is good.
Getting ready for his second shot as well.
I believe he's only missed one this afternoon.
Could use him on our teams. And he also gets his second shot.
Yeah, I'm sure there wouldn't be too much complaining. There's Boris Wong. Haven't seen him in a little while.
Hopefully coming on strong.
Oh,
McLeod pushing through.
McLeod on McLeod there. It's Emmett getting the best of Aaron on that defensive.
Then Emmett passes to Boris. Boris passes to Babic.
Call for the travel there. Little confused, but quickly jogs back. Definitely not the game to be chirping at the refs.
Number 4, Silas Meyer coming in, passing it to number 7, Brett Stroud. Brett Stroud passes it to Walst.
Nice move by Walsh, using that arm span, keeping Babic, one of the few players who can go inch for him in terms of height. But Walsh using his arm to keep him out of reach to defend his shot, had a clean shot into the net.
Emmett and Boris are making a good team down there. Similar sizes. Mr. Stroud passes it to our Levon Walsh.
And this may be Lorenzo Onana's 5th foul. And let's see if that foul, nope, that foul goes against Babic, so Babic's 4th. But regardless, it is the 5th foul of the quarter for the FCA Eagles. This is the 3rd quarter that they've put their opponents into bonus. So not that that's the only difference maker, but really a tough spot to be in here. Here's Levon Walst.
Gets his first foul in. Not too surprising. Him and DeCoste have been getting the majority of their team's points here.
Yep. Offense really driving through. And there's the usual suspect, DeCoste, looking for a rebound. It's actually Brett Stroud putting up his first non-foul shot points. But really it is DeCoste and Walsh doing the yeoman's work.
Over there it was two versus 2. On each team, Boris Wong versus Aaron McLeod. Brett Stroud comes in, travel there.
Yep.
Even I, somebody who doesn't know anything about basketball, can tell about that.
Yeah, that's how I feel a lot of the time.
Emmett coming in. Emmett caught that. Passing it back to Evan Foreman. Evan Foreman takes his shot, sadly misses.
Lucky to evade the steal there as Brett Stroud was coming in with speed, looking to intercept that pass. Read it a mile away.
Mr. Walsh comes in, gets his shot once again.
2 more for the big man for the Northumberland NightHawks, rather. Used to saying Nackwick up here. Their team is also the NightHawks, but of course, the MIBT pulls in teams from much further away.
Oof, number 2, Aaron McLeod. Ate dirt there for a second.
Yeah, and with the team in bonus, even though he wasn't anywhere near shooting, Brian Nakwambi's second foul will send Aaron McLeod to the foul line.
Emmett McLeod sitting down, taking a break. He is always running back and forth, which is good for his team.
Yeah, it looks like the 2 Lukes have checked back in. Luke Robertson wearing number 3 and Luke Cayley wearing number 6.
Number 2 gets his first foul shot. Preparing for his second shot. Misses. Number 14, Walsh, got the rebound though. Fumbled it. Number 10, back to number 2, Aaron.
Oh,
And he gets it. Is that
There's
a 3-point?
3 points late for Aaron McLeod, and kind of like Brett Stroud, putting up his first non-foul shot points here in the fourth quarter. So Northumberland starting to get some scoring from their bench and depth, as well as just their two big guns in DeCoste and Walst.
Very much a force to be reckoned with. Walst getting the ball, passing it to number 4, Silas Meyer. Meyer takes a shot, but sadly misses. Number 7, Lorenzo Anana.
Oh, nice move by Onana there, and
of course Walst.
Block looking for a foul. He's not going to get one though.
Solid
Walst
block
was
from
well
Walst
planted.
there. And he brings it over. Oh, missed, but he got the rebound once again. And he got it.
And got 2 and a chance for one more, as that's Nakwambi. His third foul. We'll wait for it to go on the board, but I'm 95% sure it's Brian Nakwambi.
Another timeout, it seems.
Timeout called. I think this one's by Northumberland, although that feels wrong. Did you see who called the timeout?
I'm not sure.
No. I mean, judging by the score, neither team really needs a timeout. But, judging on what happened on the court, I would say the NightHawks. But, yeah, I'm not sure.
Our scorekeeper is unsure as well.
Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to see. The refs, they do, when they call a timeout to the scorer's table, they do show which side does it. But if you're looking the wrong way at the instant that indication is made, you're going to miss it. And since both teams get the advantage of a timeout in a conference with their players anyways, can be hard to tell if you're not 100% sure based on the flow of the game.
I think it might have been the Eagles because earlier, maybe not. I'm just looking at
it does make sense, kind of calm things down. You don't want too many players fouled out, so I would be inclined to guess the Eagles if I had to put money on it. Thankfully, I do not. And DeCoste will be taking a well-earned rest. He's got a snack there on the sideline.
Getting his potassium.
Yep. And he's watching his partner in crime, Walst, taking a single foul shot here.
Very much partner in crime. Their points they're getting are criminal.
Yep.
Very punny. He misses his shot, gets out of bounds. Boris Wong seems to be the one who's going to throw it in to number 3, Luke Robertson, who's going to walk it over, pass it to the number 6, Luke Cayley, pass it back to the other Luke.
Robertson loves those 3-point attempts. This
Sadly
one's not going to go.
Number 5, Aiden, comes in. Comes in with a layup but misses. Number 2, Boris Wong. Number 15, Austin Swain. Is this our first time seeing him on the court?
Yeah, I think with the game well in hand, Coach DeCoste over for the NightHawks is feeling a bit more comfortable rolling his bench, making sure his star players don't get too tired and some of his bench guys get some more experience.
Shot clock ran out there.
Good defense by the Eagles. Under 3 minutes to play, down by 34. As we got to figure out who's putting the ball in. Looks like it'll be Mateo Onana, fresh off the bench. Grade 9 player putting it in to Luke Robertson.
Robertson passes it to Boris Wong. Boris back to Robertson. Looks like he's trying to set up a pass with Cayley. And he gets the pass. Passes it back to Luke Robertson. Robertson takes his 3-point shot, but misses. Number 12, Cameron Ivey takes it. Passes it to number 8, Colton Cormier.
Here comes Robertson again.
Number 3, Luke Robertson going in. Passes it back to Boris Wong. Boris Wong running in. Passes it to Cayley. Cayley passes it to number 8. Misses, sadly. Number 12, Cameron runs it over. Robertson passes it to Boris. Boris is walking it in. Back to Kaylee. Kaylee passes it over to the other Luke. The Lukes are on a Luke and Luke team base right here.
Oh, nice block from behind there by number 11, Aiden Pellerin getting up. And finally, there is a foul called. I believe Naquambi drew that foul, but it's number 6, Daniel Walsh, who is a guilty party. Or no, that's number 8, rather, Colton Cormier. As we're going to get some bench players checked in for the Eagles. Whoa, we've got number 9, Arnold Yun, and number 13, Ivan Leon.
36-point difference here. Now it's a 35 because of that foul he just got in. Preparing for his second foul shot. Shoots. Misses.
Nice work by Onana. Onana the younger, rather. And Mateo, number 8, getting that rebound. That's picked off there by Aiden Pellerin.
Number 12 just saves it. The number 13, Avik Luang. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong.
Leung, I would say.
Leung?
Ivan Leung, yeah.
I think this is our first time seeing him on the court.
It is. Yep. With the game pretty much out of hand, the Eagles are playing their bench players now, making sure everyone gets some court time.
With 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Who got that? I missed that.
That was Aiden Pellerin, wearing number 11. He's a grade 12 player for these Northumberland NightHawks. So we got Liam McPhee checking in for the Eagles as well, wearing number 14.
40 seconds left. Blocked by number 8,
Nice work,
Colton
Mateo
Cormier.
Onana. Keep it up, and Colton Cormier with a bit of a shove on Arnold Yun. No foul call.
Number 15, Austin Swain, passes it in to number 5, Aiden.
Not sure if they're. No, I don't think they're trying to dribble it out. They're
15
play
here.
here with some of the backups on court. Nice defense by McKee.
15 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Well done, Aiden Tingley putting 2 on the board.
There's a 40-point difference here. Sadly, it is guaranteed that, yeah.
Last minute attempt by Arnold Young, no good, so.
Very good round, though. Or very good match. Basketball. I don't know how the...
No, that was a good game. It wasn't overly close towards the end, but.
It was still good good hustle between the two teams there.
Yep. Eagles started pulling closer midway through the third quarter. But the NightHawks just a little bit too strong, especially those big two with Keenan DeCoste and Yvonne Walst leading the way. Both well,
You can see in their
30s.
high five line how much taller Walst is than everybody else.
Yeah, you get them side by side with all the others, and it really does become evident. So they'll line up, and we'll get the player of the game announcements from athletic director here at Harvey High, Mr. Mike Fletcher.
All right, player of the game announcement. First for the FCA Eagles, number 11, Beryl Kenji.
Kenji with a good game. Played hard in the paint. And drew some fouls, took some fouls, but
And
never
for the
gave up on us.
Northumberland NightHawks, number 10, Keenan DeCoste.
That's definitely well deserved, Keenan DeCoste.
Very aggressive player. Got the majority of his points, I should say.
Yep, and very
next
fast.
up we got
A lot of steals, a lot of fast breaks. Definitely well deserved. So big thanks to you for tuning in. Thanks to everyone up here and down there making the stream possible. We'll take a break now, and when we come back, it'll be at 4 p.m. for the game between the John Caldwell Golden Knights and the Fundy Middle and High School Mariners. We'll see you then.